Coach Tom and Coach Elias. Today we're talking about how to deal with that heavy topspin kick serve. You know that one that's got a lot of ball is coming off that court 100 miles an hour and it's up around your earlobes, and those shots are not easy. I think some of the key points are, well, let's talk about the options first. You got three options basically. You're either going to move back, move 5 or 6 feet behind the baseline. Let the ball play itself out a little bit, right? Let it come down to a more favorable hitting zone, between waist high and chest high, something like that. You don't want it up here if you can prevent that. The other option, you would have to move forward, move in, take it on the rise, take it on the rise. It's not necessarily a chip and charge, no, but you're moving in and you're hitting this ball on the rise.
Yeah, before it comes all the way up.
Yeah.
So we prevent that shot from up here.
Yeah.
But we take it on the rise.
Yeah.
And then again, press our weight.
Yeah. Ideally, on that shot when you're coming in, Elias, wouldn't you say that, if you can hit it about waist high, that's going to be great.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's where you want to be.
Good power and good control as well.
Yeah. Okay, so then your third option would be to use the slice. But I'll tell you, one thing you have to remember, if you're going to use a slice, you have to have a darn good slice. And you got to be a pretty strong person too, because when heavy topspin starts to get away from you, when you're stretched out on a heavy topspin return of serve, you're not going to have any strength. So if you're going to slice it, you better be fairly close to the ball should be fairly close to your body. You don't want it too tight, of course, but if it starts to get too far away from you, you're not going to have the strength to really
and you lose a lot of control as well.
You lose control. Yeah. So even on all the other shots too, even topspin, you don't want to, don't let the ball get too far away. That's why when you're returning this heavy topspin kicker, you've got to think attack.
Exactly.
You're not thinking react, because if you're letting the spin play you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
You have to be aggressive.
You attack and you cut off the angles as well.
Cut off the angles.
So you move diagonal forward instead of just to the side. All right, I'm going to show you the return now where I'm a little bit further behind the baseline. And my goal is to let the ball drop around my hip height and then really focus on spinning the ball back nice and deep into the court, so I allow myself to get into the rally efficiently.
Okay, here Elias is about 4 or 5 feet behind the baseline. Now he's going to let the spin play out. You can see how high the ball is there, but the ball is starting to drop now, and it drops into a more favorable hitting zone. He steps inside when he sees the short ball. Again, he's going to let this ball play itself out. He's going to let the kick come up and let it drop. Well, this one actually catches pretty high, but notice his knee bend there and how high the ball is. But he's swinging up. Okay, there's his contact point. That's higher than waist high, but it's still a comfortable zone for him. Look how high his shot is clearing the net and landing nice and deep. Okay, again, about 5 feet behind the baseline. Split step there. Again, good knee bend. Look at how high the kick is there. And he's going to swing up and hit, above waist height again, maybe even up chest high, but that's still a comfortable hitting zone. And he hits a nice deep return. Okay, here from the front, you get a good look at really letting the ball drop. Okay, split step there. There's the serve. There's the height of the bounce, but he's 5 feet behind the baseline. So now he lets the ball drop and swings up. Look at how high his return is.
All right, now I'm going to demo the return where I take the ball on the rise As always, the key thing on the return is we want to focus on a nice ready position, meaning our feet are a little bit farther than our shoulders. And then on that shot, since we're focusing on taking the ball early, we really want to split step forward, cut the angle.
Okay, Elias is taking the ball on the rise here. Split step right there. He decides to run around with a forehand and just powders a forehand up the line there. Okay, again, he's moving forward, split step. And notice how he cuts it off slightly and really leans into the shot.
All right, as you can see there, if I'm taking the return early, I'm really pressing my weight forward into the shot. And that allows me to cut away the angle and to really put some pressure on my opponent.
Okay, again, taking it on the rise, Elias starts to move forward, split step, and really leans into the shot. Again, abbreviated backswing too. You'll notice he's not taking a big backswing. Okay, he's moving forward. Here comes the split step right there. Now when he lands, he's going to cut the ball off. He's moving on a diagonal slightly and he presses forward.
All right, now I'm going to demo the slice return for you. As Tom said, we want to keep the ball a little bit closer to our body. That allows us for more balance as well as power. And as always, we want to shift our weight forward into the shot to really get that nice skipping off the ball.
Okay, let's take a look at the slice in slow motion. Okay, as I start to toss, Elias is moving forward. Just before I hit, there's the split step. Now he's moving on a diagonal towards the ball. He doesn't want the ball to get too far away from him. He's got a nice high racket here. That's what you need to come down on the shot. Okay, at the moment of contact, you can see the ball is not that far away from his body. That's going to give him the strength. His finish is a lot like Federer's there. The left hand is going back and the racket came across his body. It came down and across. And he doesn't stop. He keeps moving in. Okay, another slice. Again, split step right before I hit. Racket comes back nice and high, comes down and across the body. A nice slice into the corner. Okay, here from the front, you can get a good look. Racket comes back nice and high. He's moving on a diagonal. Hits down and through. Okay, here he's showing a forehand, and notice how high that racket is right there. Now he's going to come down with an open face and hit through the ball. And look at the finish. The finish on the forehand is high.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that video. Please hit the like button, give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel. So on that, returning that heavy kicker, you know, you got those basic three options. I think the toughest one for many players is going to be going with the slice. You know, like I said, you can't let that ball get too far away from you, and you've got to have a real good slice, and you got to be strong to slice that kicker.
Yeah.
You know, the other option, move back, let the ball play itself out more, or step in, you know, and take it on the rise.
Exactly, and play around with those options.
Yeah.
See which one works the best for you.
Yeah.
And which one works also the best for playing your opponent. Because some players that have a little bit of a weaker kick serve, it might be easier to step in, really take the ball early. And if you maybe have somebody who has a really, really good kick serve, maybe it's easier to stay further back.
Yes, and players that never, move forward, if they're hitting that kick serve and staying back all the time, they don't like to move forward. You can move back and just hit a deep cross-court return.
Exactly, and get back in the rally.
Yeah. All right, guys, work on that and make it a great one out there. Take care.